WZDX presents an extra look at the hottest action from the world of sports. This is WZDX Sports Extra with Mo Carter, Charity Chambers, and Kayla Carlile.
Last March, we informed you that a new show was on the way.
Sometimes we feel that the sports fans want even more.
Or even a little extra. So starting this spring, we're expanding with a new 30-minute show.
Then last April, we warned you that the X was coming.
I'm Kayla Carlile. Have you heard about the X?
I'm Charity Chambers. Don't miss the X.
I'm Mo Carter. The X is coming.
And then on the first Sunday of May in 2018, we debuted
This is WZDX Sports Extra with Mo Carter, Charity Chambers, and Kayla Carlile.
And since then, we provided the most extensive look at sports in and around the Tennessee Valley. And tonight, we celebrate the one-year anniversary of WZDX Sports Extra. So sit back and enjoy.
Man, once upon a time, the late, great Rick James says it's a celebration and enjoy yourselves. We will do that just tonight on the one-year anniversary of WZDX Sports Extra. You know the whole entire crew, Mo Carter, Charity Chambers, and Kayla Carlile all in the building.
Oh yeah, tonight we're going to take a look back at the best sporting events from the week and some of our favorite moments from this past year.
That's right. Can't wait to get started. Let's show you what's on tap. Kicking off tonight will be the Iron Bowl of college baseball. Alabama and Auburn went head-to-head this week on the Diamond. We'll bring you those highlights along with UAH baseball and Alabama softball.
Also on the Diamond this week were some of our high school teams fighting for a spot in the Final Four. Those highlights plus a look at some Auburn greats who made a stop in the Tennessee Valley earlier this week.
And we've been mentioning it all weekend long. Tonight is our one-year anniversary of the show. We'll be giving you our favorite moments from the show as well as the ending of the night, which is the best of the week. But let's start off with the state's biggest rivalry, which features Alabama and Auburn. It was renewed on the baseball rivalry this weekend. The Tigers took game one, the Tide took game two. So an all-important rubber match was needed today to decide the series. Auburn football coach Gus Malzahn showing off his arm strength with the first pitch of the game. But we'll pick things up in the first inning, and it was all about Alabama. TJ Reeves ripping one over the right center field wall for a solo shot. Crimson Tide take a 1-0 lead. Now Auburn, they get back into the game though. Will Holland ripping one into left field. Stephen Williams will come in to score, and he ties the ball game up at 1 apiece. Fast forward now to the second inning. Auburn extends the lead. Ryan Bliss tries to go yard, but his ball goes just off the wall, but a pair of Tigers would score. That makes it 3-1 Auburn. Alabama would rally the tie and make it 3-3, but the Tigers exploded in the 7th and 8th inning. Connor Davis finds a gap in the left field. Bliss is signaled to come home. Check out this play at the plate. He slides, but he doesn't touch the base. Ball is still loose, and he finally gets on the base to score right there, making it 5-3. And then Kason Howell goes off the wall. Alabama can't get to it. 2 more runs will score. Auburn crushes Alabama today, 17-7, and wins the series.
The UH Chargers baseball and softball teams took the field this week for the GSC tournament. The baseball team earned a 4 seed, so in their first matchup, they took on number 5 Montevallo. Now let's start in the first inning. Chargers coming out hot. It's Landon Azell with the hit up the middle. Garrett Bodine rounding third and bringing it on home. Chargers get on the board first, 1-0. And we're still in the first. This time it's Drake Hollingsworth. He gets a hold of one. And guys, this is out of the park. That's a 3-run homer for the Chargers. They go up 4-0. Falcons with an answer though. Ty Wooden rips one up the middle. Sebastian Samuels makes it on home. Montevallo would score 2 more runs in the second, so Chargers only lead by 1 now. Not to worry though, because it's Azell delivering for the Chargers yet again. He hits it to left field. 2 runners make it home. Chargers go on to win the first game in the GSC tournament, 7-3. Now they went on to play West Florida and Valdosta State today. They lost both of them, so they are out of the tournament. The Lady Chargers got knocked out by West Alabama yesterday. Now the Lady Chargers will learn their fate in the NCAA tournament tomorrow when the official field is announced.
All right, let's move over to SEC baseball. Alabama won its first 2 softball games against LSU, giving them the SEC regular season crown. Today they went for the sweep of the Bayou Bengals. Tide started off strong. Kaylee Toe swings for the fences and finds success with a solo shot. Her 8th of the season. Alabama takes a 1-0 lead. Let's go to the 4th inning, which was a big inning for Crimson Tide fans. And if LSU fans are looking, I'm sorry for what you're about to see right here. Bailey Hemphill will drop towards home and score. Alabama now up 2-0. We are still Huntsville in the fourth. 2 runners on. Mary Schroeder with the base hit up the middle. Skylar Wallace and Claire Jenkins will both score. Alabama will score 4 in that inning. They take a 5-0 lead as Coach Patrick Murphy is all smiles from the sidelines. Now let's go to the 7th inning. Tigers down to their final out. Amanda Sanchez hits the grounder and gets out by way of fielder's choice. Alabama beats LSU 5-1. Sweeps the series for the first time in Baton Rouge since 2005. They will be the number 1 seed at this year's SEC softball tournament. All right, ladies, do y'all remember the first guest we had on WZDX Sports Extra?
Sure do.
Yeah,
I sure do. I feel like it was just yesterday. If I'm being honest.
Of course, it was Coach Glenda Tullio, Jacob Brown, and Nolan Kaiser from the champion Huntsville Havoc, who had won the first championship, but a lot's happened since then, right?
Right. I was going to say, that was like our 2nd/3rd months here.
That was my very first live shot I've ever done.
Yes,
so I
it was crazy.
clearly remember that day,
yeah.
but like you said, lots have happened, like another championship.
Oh, yeah.
The official Havoc rally for back-to-back championships was held on the steps outside of the VBC on Tuesday. Mayor Tommy Battle gave a proclamation to the team, and afterwards, the owners, coaches, and players all took time out to thank everyone, including the fans. We also heard word that Coach Glenda Tullio has agreed to a 5-year extension. After the event, fans had a chance to hang out and get autographs from the players as well.
This is a great event. I think this is probably the highlight of my time last year. Definitely was a parade, and coming here and celebrating and getting on stage and seeing how much this organization really means to the fans that, on a Tuesday after work, they didn't go home. They got their kids or their family, or they decided to come out here and hang out with us for, 2 hours, whatever it is, just to see us one last time and to celebrate in the moment with us this year.
Congratulations to the Havoc once again. Now, coming up next on WZDX Sports Extra, Gus Malzahn making huge headlines this week when he made a special announcement about his quarterback battle. And he happened to be in the city of Decatur earlier this week. We will hear from Gus and company next.
Your home of ESPN Radio is 97.7 The Zone.
Time is running out, Huntsville. It's the final day to save big at Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's factory authorized clearance sale. This is our largest sales event in history. Everything must be sacrificed. Save up to 70% on all furniture and accessories. Save hundreds, even thousands store-wide. All sofas, sectionals, recliners, king cave bedroom and dining sets, and more must be liquidated. Hurry in before it's too late. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity during the final day of Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's factory authorized clearance sale going on now. Huntsville location only.
I was leaving Dolphin Island with the car full of my friends when we were thrust off of the road. We were involved in a car accident.
I'm attorney Alexander Shenard, proud to be from Alabama and a man for the people of Alabama. If you need me, call me Alabama.
I'm JC from Mobile, Alabama, and I called you Alexander Shenard, and you helped me. Alexander Shenard got me $125,000.
I'm attorney Alexander Shenard. If you've been injured in an accident, call me Alabama.
Think David can defeat Goliath? Think again. This Goliath isn't just bigger or faster. She wants it more. So let the Davids take aim. Because once they come face to face with this Goliath, they'll quickly realize they never had a chance.
And now back to the action on WZDX Sports Extra.
Your 2018 SEC champions come from Tuscaloosa. Another heartbreaking setback for Georgia.
13-0. We just can't move the ball effectively. We haven't been able to throw it effectively at all, so get things fixed at halftime.
Been backup quarterback behind Hurts. And there it is. Tagovailoa, a true freshman from Hawaii, gets the second half start. Alabama breaks Georgia Hurts.
And that doesn't look good at all. He spent a lot of time in the tent in the first half, and he's going back to the tent, I can guarantee you. And that means Jalen Hurts, the guy who won all but 2 of the games that he started and was replaced at halftime of the national championship game on January 8th, comes in to take over for the guy that won that game. Hurts sets his feet, now starts to use his feet. Throws on the run. Touchdown, Judy.
All right, guys, so as you saw, my favorite moment from this past year was Jalen Hurts' comeback story. I mean, what do you guys have to say about that? I mean, you guys know how I feel about it. One of my favorite moments in sports all of this year, but what do you guys think about that?
That was my favorite moment, too. My favorite football game we covered all season. That's including the Iron Bowl. I mean, all of the great Alabama-Auburn games we covered. That one was my favorite by far just because of the storyline of it. It was my favorite.
I just thought it was great for Jalen Hurts because you heard all the rumors about him leaving so early. He may quit on the team, but he used the whole aspect of next man up, and he stepped up when his team needed him to step up, and he led them to an SEC championship, another spot in the college football playoffs. Of course, he's moved on to Oklahoma, but Alabama fans have appreciated what the young man has done at the capstone through his years.
Oh, yeah, that was my favorite moment from this past year. But this past week, Auburn fans here in the Tennessee Valley had a lot to rejoice about because they got a chance to see some of their favorite coaches. On Thursday, the Ingalls Harbor Pavilion in Decatur was packed with fans in orange and blue for the Auburn Ambush Tour. One of the headliners, of course, head football coach Gus Malzahn. Earlier in the week, he announced that Bo Nix and Joey Gatewood will compete for the starting job this year, and he explained why both guys were chosen as the top 2.
Both of them, first of all, were desperate to win the job, desperate to be coached. They've got a skill set where they can extend plays. Both of them can run, and really did a good job from a leadership standpoint. So, it's their show now as far as the summer's concerned, and in fall camp, we'll make a decision once we get enough information on who gives us the best chance of winning.
All right, guys, so it's a 2-man race between Bo Nix and Joey Gatewood. Who do you think will be the starting quarterback against Oregon come August?
This is a close one. This is very, very close. Honestly, you're looking at a guy who's going to be a true freshman, which is Bo Nix. You're going to look at a guy that's a redshirt freshman and Joey Gatewood. Gatewood's been there a little longer, but he redshirted. Bo Nix, he's coming in as an All-American. He's a legacy player. His dad, Patrick Nix, played at Auburn. A lot of pressure is going to be on him. But at the end of the day, you're looking at Coach Gus Malzahn saying, whoever I pick will probably be the guy from here on out unless something bad happens from that. So I think what's going to happen during the summer is you're going to hear about these intense workouts between these two guys, and also they're going to be working on the chemistry between them and all the playmakers that Auburn has, because, God, they've got a lot of playmakers after what we saw at this past year's Auburn A-Day spring football game. I may give Joey Gatewood the slight edge, but then again, you're looking at college football nowadays, and basically, if you could play no matter what classification you are, then you can play, and that's why I think Bo Nix will be a little bit hungry in that mix.
I mean, when I went to the Auburn A-Day game, Bo Nix really stood out to me. He didn't really stand out to a lot of people, I think. I mean, he did make a very good case for himself, but something about him really stood out to me, and I don't know if it was just the consistency he had or just the confidence he had on the field, but just coming in as a freshman, and I mean, he hasn't even started his freshman year, and he's already playing with these guys, and he looked very confident on the field, and I think that's something that's going to really play out for him later this season, or this summer, excuse me. But I think he might be a better choice. However, I think Joey Gatewood is definitely a good option as well. I mean, he's got some experience there. He's been with the team for a little bit, so he kind of has that kind of on his side, but personally, I think Bo Nix is the one to look out for.
Yeah, I feel like they'll really kind of take this summer and really kind of pick and choose who they want to be the starting guy under center. I really don't think that is set in stone yet. You heard what Coach Malzahn had to say, and I really do think that this summer is going to be a very crucial one. I'm kind of with you, Kayla. I would give the slight edge, I think, to Bo Nix. I think we might actually see him coming out on top in this quarterback competition, but who knows?
I think it'll be definitely an interesting situation come this summer. What do you think, Mo?
I think it's going to be very interesting. Who knows? Yeah, Bo Nix may come out of it. Don't forget, it was only a couple of years ago that Jalen Hurts was low on the depth chart. Then all of a sudden, he replaces the guy that started in the game against USC. and then he leads them to a spot in the national championship. We saw that with Alabama. I guess now it's time to talk about Auburn quarterback battles as we get ready for the upcoming Southern. But hey, that's why you play the game, to compete and win, and Gus Malzahn will put the guy he feels is best to lead his team against Oregon as a starter in Arlington on Labor Day weekend.
Very true. Well, let's go ahead and go back to the Ambush Tour. Also headlining this year was Bruce Pearl. Just 1 month ago, Coach Pearl was leading the men's basketball team to their first Final Four in school history. Since the Final Four, Coach Pearl and his staff have not taken any time off because technically they were 3 weeks behind everyone else when it came to recruiting. According to Coach Pearl, they are back on the right path, though.
And so we've basically been on the road every day since the season's been over, reloading, rebuilding, and communicating, and the reception's been great. Now we have a lot of work to do this summer and fall, getting these guys on campus and seeing if we can put another special group together, because clearly, this group, was as good as I've had in my career at coming together and winning 12 games in March.
All right, well, we're looking forward to that next season, Coach Pearl. When we come back, though, we're switching to the green. John Stallworth, along with many other familiar faces, will be making their way to the Rocket City this summer, except this year's fundraiser has some big news. Hear what that is after the break.
Your local source for breaking news 24/7 is RocketCityNow.com.
Now through Monday at Rooms to Go, $10 a month. That's your low interest-free monthly payment for amazing looks like these. $10 a month for sofas, $10 for 5-piece dining sets, a sofa and love seat set, $10 a month for 5-piece bedrooms, and so much more. Over 100 perfect picks at Rooms to Go. Just $5.99 or $10 a month interest-free. It's great selection, great prices. Buy it now through Monday for just $10 a month at Rooms to Go.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful. That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
Ben Hogan on the verge of his second title.
Nicholas
Johnson.
McElroy. And now Watson. These are sportsmen coming in one after another. Now comes the decisive shot.
Expect anything different? What a way to win. What a way to finish.
The U.S. Open begins June 13th on WZDX. And now back to the action on WZDX Sports Extra.
We go out there and we forget how old we are, and we love playing against the young ones because they get everything back and we have to be evil and do bad shots so that they can't get them. We just play for fun.
I don't have any secrets. I'm with Betty. Betty used to always say if we age long enough that we'll outlive everybody so we can win.
But those strategies didn't play out like they hoped. This weekend, the ladies competed for real and put up a good fight, but their opponents saw right through them.
Congratulations if they beat us.
Well, a couple of words we can't repeat, but yeah, congratulations. Darn it.
By far, my favorite moment ever on Sports Extra was interviewing those two awesome ladies.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and I got to kind of put us on the spot. We said we were going to try and battle them, but we never got back out there.
We never did. We're coming back.
Well, don't forget the summer games for Alabama State games are actually coming up in about a month.
Right, and that's what that was for, wasn't it? It was for
Alabama.
Yeah,
exactly,
Yep.
exactly.
Right, so we need to go back. Maybe we'll compete this year.
I was about to say, okay.
I would like to.
They were like totally.
They were good.
They were really good.
They were really good.
Yes, exactly. Well, guys, the Rocket City Summer Tradition is coming to an end this June on the golf course. Now, it was announced Wednesday that the John Stallworth Celebrity Golf Tournament, which raises money for local kids to attend college, will be the last tourney of its kind. The NFL Hall of Famer wants everyone to know that the end of the tourney doesn't mean that it will be the end of the journey. His foundation will search for other avenues and events in the future. The pairings party is set for June 13th at the Botanical Gardens, and the golf tournament will be played at Hampton Cove on June 14th. So, of course, a lot of great celebrities are set to attend. They include Hines Ward, Mel Blount, Donnie Shell, Dwight Stevenson, and Andre Reed. Good list there.
No kidding. Well, the reigning 6A baseball state champs, the Hazel Green Trojans, were trying to fight their way into the Final Four this weekend. They split the doubleheader Thursday against Coleman, so in order to advance, they needed to win Game 3. And the things just weren't looking too good for the Trojans. Coleman's up 7-2 in the top of the 7th. Cooper Beck up to bat. He slings one right past center field, and over the fence it goes for the Bearcats' second home run of the night, and that's a 2-run homer to put them up 9-2. But the Trojans are still going to have a chance to respond here. Hunter McGriff grounds one to second, and he brings in a run 9-3. But unfortunately, that would be the final score, cutting the Trojans' season short. But head coach Frankie Perez says he's proud of his team regardless of tonight's outcome.
To me, what makes me most proud is when you play Hazel Green now, people know that we are a good team, we're a good program, and that we will never quit. And we can talk baseball all day, the stuff that we didn't get done, but at the end of the day, it's about them, it's about our kids, it's about the family that we built.
Gotta love Coach Perez, man. All right, how about Madison Academy taking on Boaz? Mustangs took game 1 11-2, trying to sweep in game 2. It's scoreless in the second inning until Boaz's McCain Holland steps to the plate. Bloops winning in center field. RBI single right there. Andrew Burns scores. Pirates up 1-0. A few batters later, it's Lucas Smith. He'll be seen here ripping one into deep right field. Cole Bowling will come around and score. Boaz goes up 2-0. Madison Academy's the spark, so they pull out the Infinity Glove of Thanos, and apparently it works. Avery Seaton hits a routine fly in the center field. Boaz can't get to it. 2 runs will score, and the ball game is now tied up at 2. Then the gauntlet causes more havoc. Alex Wade will hit a routine grounder. Should be a fielder's choice, but watch this throw to first. It's way over the first baseman's head. Another run will score. Mustangs score 6 unanswered, and they go on to win the series by a final of 6-2. Something about that Infinity Gauntlet, boy. I tell you.
Where do you get one of those?
Yeah, I'm convinced that thing actually works. All right, guys, coming up after the break, it's time for the fan favorite segment and one of my favorites, the best of the week. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
Don't miss the return of Beat Shazam this May on Fox.
Stepping up, always take the risk. Don't just watch it.
Put your phone down and do it.
Drip splash like the ice on the wrist. That's a call I can't miss. Let's do.
Find your best deal right here.
Right here at Honda of Decatur.
We have our greatest selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Give us a try.
It's easier here. And check out our great selection of certified pre-owned Hondas.
Find your best deal right here.
Give us a try before you buy.
Because the savings are always great.
At HondaofDecatur.com or on Beltline Road.
It's easier here.
Because that's how we roll.
Time is running out, Huntsville. It's the final day to save big at Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's factory authorized clearance sale. This is our largest sales event in history. Everything must be sacrificed. Save up to 70% on all furniture and accessories. Save hundreds, even thousands store-wide. All sofas, sectionals, recliners, Kincaid bedroom and dining sets, and more must be liquidated. Hurry in before it's too late. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity during the final day of Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's factory authorized clearance sale going on now. Huntsville location only.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma or any other asbestos-related cancer, call now. Asbestos manufacturers sold deadly asbestos materials to thousands of companies, putting workers at risk. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be entitled to a portion of these funds and receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or ever going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 800-896-5887 now. That's 800-896-5887. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Stepping up, always take the risk. Don't just watch it.
Put your phone down and do it.
Drip splash like the ice on the wrist. That's a call I can't miss. Let's do.
And now back to the action on WZDX Sports Extra.
All right, the best thing I saw was the goose that was on the loose. At the Tigers-Angels game on Wednesday, a goose landed on the field, and in case you're wondering, it did turn into a wild goose chase. The personnel started to chase the goose, but I guess they forgot that it's a bird and it can fly. Could you imagine being a member of the grounds crew chasing the bird knowing that you can't catch it? Well, eventually the bird gets airborne, and I'm sitting back thinking, oh, it's going to fly to freedom, but then something bad happens like this. It flies right into the scoreboard.
Oh, no.
And down goes the goose. For a second, I really did think this goose was dead. But look, it's alive, everyone. The goose is alive. Eventually, someone with animal skills gets a hold of it and takes it to safety. We later learn that the goose was healthy and it was released back into the wild.
How funny is it that somebody was there, could handle a goose like that? She's just holding it like it's nothing.
Right, that's crazy.
I mean, she works for Park and Rec, so if an environmental associate, one of the two. But shout out to her for being there. But
No
man, I
kidding.
felt bad for that goose when it hit the scoreboard.
Right.
All right, by far, my favorite moment from WZDX Sports Extra Season 1 was talking about that goose that was on the loose. And I remember telling both of you, do not watch the video. I wanted you to be shocked.
I remember, and when I watched it, my face was like...
Like, I wasn't expecting that.
No, absolutely not.
Still today, it's funny. Like, it's hilarious.
Right. And then your comment about how special was it to have somebody from Parks and Rec and Animal Control there to know what to do with it.
Right.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. Hey, let's roll with Best of the Week for this week.
I'm first, so let's go ahead and just take a listen real quick.
Random tip from a lady at Woodford Reserve. I did a bourbon tour, and she said, oh, I like Country House, the 20 horse. I said, why? She said, oh, a friend of mine's dad trains the horse and thinks they're going to run great in the Derby. Do a $2 win play show bet for me. And I was like, all right, sure, I will.
So I had to include the Derby in here somewhere, and this guy's luck just seemed to be fitting for my best of the week. Even though I'm pretty sure his ticket says he only won like $6, I guess it's better than losing hundreds or even thousands like the majority of people who went and bet on maximum security. So good for that guy.
First time in race history that the person that won was disqualified. Like, that's just so crazy.
So crazy.
Instant review.
Yes. Right. On my best of the week. If you haven't seen this video by now, I'm pretty sure, hate to say it, you probably live under a rock. This week, Athens High School assistant football coach, Coach Harder, went viral. The head coach, Cody Gross, tweeted out this video saying this was this week's installment of Manly Monday. Coach Carter, you can see him there teaching the kids how to change a tire. This video has been viewed almost 5 million times on Twitter. Man, what a way to go viral. Love seeing what they're doing over there in Athens.
That needs to be taught at every single school across the way. For my best of the week, we go to Shreveport, Louisiana. The Woodlawn Knights football team have hired a new head coach. His name is CJ Bird. This is Bird's first time being a head coach, and he's a teammate of mine from college. He played quarterback, I played defensive back, and we were both backups, so we got a chance to play against each other a lot in practice. You know, he's running with the twos, I'm running with the twos. Most days he got sometime the best of me because he's a really, really smart guy. Congratulations to him. Very happy to see what he's going to do with that school in Shreveport.
That's awesome. Congrats to him.
Exactly. And of course, this is happy times, the 1-year anniversary of WZDX Sports Extra. And our buddy Caleb is coming in with the WZDX Extraversary cookie cake.
Yes. Look at this.
Check it out, ladies.
Can we actually eat it?
Yes, we can eat it.
Okay.
You know, this is for show right now, but wait till we actually get off the show.
Let's do it.
Let's wrap this thing up.
Absolutely.
Let's get into this.
No doubt. But look, I just want to thank y'all for being a part of this first year, making things happen, and look forward to making year 2 even better.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. I can't wait.
Sure. I love
it's going to be a good one.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, for the entire team, we want you guys to have a great week. We'll see you next weekend with a lot more sports right here on WZDX Sports Extra. Have a great night and happy Extraversary.
Yes. Woo! Let's dig in.
Thanks for watching WZDX Sports Extra. Furniture provided by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.